Hello and welcome to another weekly vlog. My name is Jess and most of my vlogs are based around what I am reading. So I will update you on my book in just a second. Thought I'd just give you a quick catch up on where we are today. Today is Tuesday. I'm trying to do a bit of sorting in my bedroom. I have decided I've got a shelf which we're currently sat on, so I can't show you. But I've got a shelf with a lot of Lego bits on it, and I think I'm going to put them in a box, kind of break it back up. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I've still got all my instructions, but it's just really tricky to keep clean. So I'm going to try and rebox those and kind of pack them away, give the shelf a wipe down and put some books, yes, books, along there. Sorry, my chair's really squeaky, isn't it? Can you hear that? I have started to do a bit of tidying, a bit of sorting out, kind of getting my room back together. Anywho, gonna sort that shelf. I need to clean my jewellery and my earrings. I do want to get some little hoops to go through here, but it's not a priority at the moment. I've got to sort receipts, not today, but soon, hopefully. My mugs are going to arrive today. So my booby mug I had for my birthday was broken. It fell off of the draining board in the kitchen, so that broke. So I've ordered another one. I also ordered the fanny version. So the fanny and the booby mugs hopefully are coming today. Also, I've got an interview today. We may be going to the park today. I feel in desperate need of a boost. I just need things to start happening. Number one is sorting out my bedroom. I think that is really going to help. Number two, hopefully I'll get a job today. Number three is moving a bit more. I just need to be more active. So there's a few things I want to do with my room. I've got some new shelves to put up, yet I don't have a drill or anything, so don't know when that's going to happen. I'll have to think about that one. But I've been really thinking about things I want to keep, moving things around, taking my flag down, putting the shelves up. Yeah. I have also booked my car in for its MOT. Hopefully that'll be done next week. I have started reading The Betrayals. I have only gotten to chapter 2, which is only page 10, so not very far in. So the first chapter was about someone called the Rat, and then the second chapter we're going into Leo's chapter. If you haven't watched my other videos, or my other video talking about this book, it was in my January TBR, to be read video, and this is about someone that leaves a school or an academy and then he returns, and it's quite a big shocker that there's a female working there now. There's something kind of, he can kind of not relate to her, like he kind of vibes off of her, recognises her. There's something there that he's not quite sure what it is. And the academy or school, it has this annual game tournament type of thing. I don't know much more than that. We'll find out together. The first chapter was brilliant. I am excited, but it is a big book. I think they're quite a lot of pages. 425 pages. I went on to Goodreads and had a look at ratings for this book, and the booktubers that I tend to follow didn't rate it very highly, but the last couple of books that I've read recommended from them, I didn't rate very highly. So I am hoping to love this. I will check in when we've got more to say. Yes, Papa John's. Look at this masterpiece. What are these, Sam?
Vegan cheese and Marmite things.
Cheese and Marmite things. Yummy.
Alright, take a gander. This is what we got when we first over up that slick.
Strong.
Most eager to learn about werewolves, vampires, goblins, trolls, centaurs, mer people, or ghosts.
Nadia's gonna say mer people. She's gonna say
I would
ghosts.
say centaurs. Any of these, really. I'm gonna say centaurs because that reminds me of
Nadia
Chloe
said
with
centaurs.
I'm gonna go with ghosts. I never read the books. Chloe read the books. Jade read the books. Trolls just sound like stupid and hilarious. I feel like
I'm gonna finish my cold pizza and we're gonna watch some Hannah Montana. That's Onward.
Yeah.
That's Thailand's Wild Side. We haven't put it on yet. Oh. It is Wednesday and this is not the update I thought I was going to be giving. So yesterday I did the job interview and I managed to get the job, which I thought was amazing news. Until this morning we got a letter saying our house is going up for auction. So now we are currently looking at moving. So I've been looking at houses, I've been looking at other jobs, I've been emailing this employer that has just hired me to say any chance of relocating, been talking to my dad, been planning things with mum. It feels crazy. I feel like I look crazy. I've got all my clips in to keep all my bed hair down. This isn't the day I thought. That just is not how I thought things were going to go. Next up, I'll just check in with my book. I got to page 66 yesterday, so I didn't get loads in, but I am absolutely loving this book. I actually took a picture of part of this. I didn't have my tabs with me, just because I loved this line. I don't know why I love it, but it says, "We laugh at people we feel superior to." How like mind-boggling is that? I disagree, but it's just such an interesting concept. Anyway, I will talk more about the book and the plot and how things are going, but for now I'm about to make soup. I'm gonna do some cooking. I just feel so tired, so confused. It's a lot to take in. Gonna be listening to some Taylor Swift. I think I'm going to be listening to folklore, although I don't know if I've got Evermore, if that's in the car. No, I think I've only got folklore, so we're going to listen to this one. Of our house, and my sister, my lovely sister bestie, but today she has left it to me to be making soup, and I may have slipped a little bit when it came to the pepper, but I'm hoping this is going to be nice. Roxy Ruru. What are you doing? You're gonna bite me now, okay. So I haven't given you much of an update since yesterday. I'm making the soup. How do I tell you this? It was going so well, it looked so good, and then half of it seemed to disappear and I was left with half the amount I wanted. Not only that, I slipped with the pepper and didn't try to remove any of it. I just thought it'd be fine. It was so peppery, my tongue tingled. I have to complete some forms for my new job, which starts on Monday. Today is Thursday. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to having a reason, to getting out the house, to talking to people again. Yes, excited for that. And obviously having some money coming in. So, checking in properly with the book. So we are on page 116. I'm really enjoying this book. I think it's really good. So this book is called The Betrayals. It's by Bridget Collins. And how beautiful is this book? Absolutely stunning. So to start with, I had no idea what time, like what year this book was set in. I was really struggling to pinpoint it, and then only recently it got to a part where Leo finds some documents that are dated 1927, and that was when he was in school. Well, it's kind of a school. It is written really well. So you start with the first chapter being about a girl called, well, I presume it's a girl. It says she, and she has hands and she climbs, but it says the rat. You don't learn her name. I suppose it's like a prelogue of sorts, but it's not called a prelogue, it's just one. And then we go on to Leo. It is quite political, but in such a fictional way that I still find it interesting, because I'm not one to be interested in politics whatsoever. So Leo went to this academy, and he, after finishing, he does win the final game of the Grand Jeu. He does win the final game, and he becomes like a minister. His dad is the prime minister, and he works quite high up, but he doesn't agree with one of the bills they're trying to pass. So they get him to resign by a type of threat. They get him to resign, and he has to go back to this academy and study the Grand Jeu, which is the big game that they all play. It's an all men only. However, when he turns up, there is a female that teaches there, which is a bit unheard of, especially because no women study the Grand Jeu. He recognises her a little bit, and as we get further on, I've already figured out why he can recognise her, although they haven't met before. You do get her point of view as well, and to start with, I didn't find her very likeable, especially because she really can't stand Leo, and I quite like Leo. You do get snippets of his diary, which she is currently reading because she has found it from when he studied there 10 years ago. So we're currently in the 1937. However, she's reading snippets from his diary back in 1927. I now have this new spreadsheet which helps me rate books. So we'll go through that, and I can kind of tell you so far how it's looking, which might help with explaining how I feel about the book a bit better. So I'm going to get some lunch. Me and Mum are going to paint nails. Well, I'm going to paint Mum's nails and mine. Look at this. They are growing though. It's my natural nail. It's going well. And I'm going to look at houses and check my to-do list. I'm sure there's other stuff on there. I'll take you with me. I will try and be a bit more vloggy. So today is Friday. I have decided that I am going to put a bit more makeup on today. So I started off by using the Tarte foundation. This is in light, medium, natural, whereas really I think I need light. This is just a tad too dark. So I do mix it with my Urban Decay Naked Skin, whereas the shade just says 2.0, but this is a lot lighter, so I do kind of mix them together. This does feel nice, but it's just that tiny bit too dark for me. So I've just put some foundation on. I've watched a couple of YouTubers that are really inspiring me to create at the moment. Yeah, I still struggle with doing it. Yesterday I was so sure, I'd say 90% sure that I filmed myself making our dinner. Turns out I didn't. So I wanted to show you that I can actually cook some things, because I made spaghetti. I know it's not that amazing to make spaghetti, I know, but it was really good. So I did spaghetti with some onions, some meat-free meatballs, and the sauce we had was also really nice. The spaghetti I did with the sauce, everything, it was really good. Really happy with how that turned out. Had to make up for the soup disaster. Anyway, I watched a couple of vlogs and both of them were really good, and it just made me really want to be better with mine. And yet I get to the point where I'm not overly busy, but I'm doing so much that I actually forget to record it or to film it. So I am going to try and be better. I'm going to try and record, like film a little bit more. But it doesn't help that everything that's going on right now just seems a bit crazy. Just nothing seems to be kind of normal at the moment. So Sam and I did a bit of shopping this morning, a bit of a food shop, and I don't think you can guess what I bought. Yes, I bought some books. I also picked up a birthday card for our dad. I think that's really cute. So that's sweet. Pop that over there. So first of all, no, let's talk about this one. First of all, I picked up My Dark Vanessa because this was already on my TBR and I've wanted this book for a while. This one is by the author that wrote The Flat Share, which I did really enjoy, so I've picked up The Switch. So 2 new books. I also got this one in the post to add to my Dexter series editions. I've already got 2, this is the 3rd, and then there is still another edition of this I am looking to pick up. So I've got that one. I did really want to read more of my book yesterday, however my eyes just really ached. I did paint my nails. I think they look quite cute. So I did paint my nails and I just really needed to lie down. So I laid down in the dark and it did really help. I just feel like I really needed the lie down. Everything is just changing super quickly. Like so many things seem to be happening and it's just a lot. feel like tears are even coming on. I feel like I couldn't take any more big news right now. Just, there's so much emotion. Dexter is returning this year with 10 new episodes, and I'm so emotional. Could we get any more news? Could ever finish just... Dexter is like my baby. Not him, but the show. The love I have. They're happy tears, but I just feel so emotional right now, and I know in this household Summer is press play on my headphones, but this year there's just been so much going on. And I just can't cope with anything else. It is good news. Oh my god, it's just... I kind of expected this lip colour to match my earrings. Didn't really happen. It's Sunday and I didn't film anything for this video at all yesterday.
Do you want me to put your pasty in the oven?
Yeah, please. I planned on waking up, putting on my makeup and filming another video. I seem to have a few ideas for videos at the moment, and I expected to get Friday's video kind of edited and uploaded by now, but I need Sam's help with some editing, so that's not up yet. I mean, it probably will be by the time this goes up. Anyway, I wanted to film again yesterday, but I woke up and I just started to rethink everything. I was so set on only moving a certain distance or a certain area from here. Yeah, I thought, you know what, moving's such an opportunity that I don't want to be picky as to where we go. I want to just kind of get up, go, and start fresh. So, me and Sam looked at some new places, some different ideas of where we can move, and me and Mum wrote down all of the pros and cons, wrote down telephone numbers, and we really planned out our next move. So tomorrow I will be phoning a bunch of places, seeing if we can get viewings and really get the ball rolling. We don't know 100% what's going to happen, but we did a lot of planning yesterday. I didn't feel like I wanted to pick up the camera at all, so I didn't, which is fine. But here we are today, and I am going to film in just a little bit. I'm going to film a reading habits tag video, which I got from Noelle in her video. So I'm going to do that in just a second. I also do have a update with my book. I hadn't read it in days, and then last night I picked it back up and I just got sucked in all over again. So I've just filmed my reading habits tag video and thought we can talk about The Betrayals. This book I am loving so much, not even just to look at, but I just can't get over how beautiful it is. But I just really enjoy reading this book. I really enjoy reading this book, but I just felt things reading the last bit. My little heart. So I've got to page 179. So I'm not quite halfway through yet, but this book is just beautiful. It's fantastic, and it's not the type of book I would normally pick up. And it's also quite funny trying to picture this kind of era. It's set, I think it was 18, wasn't it? 1927. I struggle to picture what that time, that era looks like in France. So I just picture France as it is now, just grayer and slightly more dull colours, older looking. If I was looking at like a really old photo of France, that's just kind of how I'm picturing things. However, I don't think I need kind of a lot of description on what things look like. I'm happy to just read along and imagine the people and what they're going through. I don't need to really picture the setting, so that's fine. Happy with that. So at the moment, so much has been going on in this book, and we're getting snippets of Leo's diary back when he was at Montvert as a scholar. And he's working with Carfax, who he absolutely hates. He thinks he hates Carfax more than anyone else hates him. The whole, like, every student doesn't like Carfax. He's picked on, he's not very liked at all. And oh my gosh, my heart goes out for him. Oh wow, poor Carfax. Part of me just loves him. And Leo kind of builds a relationship with him, although it did get to a point where Carfax was bullied again and he didn't stand up for him, and that just broke my heart. But they've had a nice time together, and it's just beautiful and painful because you know what happens to Carfax already. As these are diaries from the past. In the present, he's not around. I won't say why. I don't know if I have in another clip, but so much is happening and I love it so much. I can't decide on whether I like Claire very much. I don't know if I like her or not. Leo I do really like. Carfax I like. So I was talking about a spreadsheet I now use to rate the books I'm reading, and it just gives me more of an authentic rating when I'm not sure what to rate books. So we're just going to talk about it as if I'm rating this now. So everything is out of 10. So you score each one of these categories out of 10 and it will come up with how many stars it thinks you should give it. I'm not going to fill in the spreadsheet. We're just going to talk about the book as if I was filling in the spreadsheet. So characters, how many out of 10? I would give this a 7 out of 10 for characters, only because there's not a lot about each individual character. However, I do like, I can't even say a lot of the characters. I just think you don't know about a lot of the characters. You only get perspectives from Leo, Claire, or the rat. And I do like reading all perspectives. I prefer it being Leo's to anyone else's, but I'm never disappointed to whose chapter it is. So I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10 for now. Atmosphere. Now this is an odd one because I'd kind of rate the atmosphere as quite high because it's just a cold, kind of chilled atmosphere. I quite like it. It's quite enjoyable to read. So atmosphere, but again, it's not, you don't get, you know, I suppose you do get quite a bit of atmosphere from reading this. I think I'm going to give that a 7 as well. So we're giving atmosphere a 7 out of 10. The writing, I would probably give an 8. I really enjoy the writing, but it's not my favourite. So I actually want to give it 7. I mean, why not? It is about 7. 7 out of 10. There's a theme, obviously, with this book. So plot. For the plot, I'm giving this an 8. I really, really like this plot. Again, it's a bit confusing to a point because it does surround a game where there aren't any rules and it's a bit of an odd game, and there's quite a bit of politics around it. So with the plot, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Intrigue. My intrigue for this book, I'd say is a 9 out of 10 at the moment for now. Logic is quite low because there's just, yeah, maybe a 5 out of 10 for logic. And enjoyment, I'm going to give this an 8. So that's how we stand at the moment with this book. We will see if things change. I'm enjoying very much.
What's wrong with my team?
We went to the park and I completely forgot to take my phone so I could film Roxy in the snow. It was so funny. I pinned up like a chunk of snow and threw it for her. She kept trying to run away with it, but it was too cold and it like crumble in her mouth a bit. So she'd drop it and pick it up and run away again a little bit further, then drop it again. It was so amusing. Absolutely loved it. We don't have much more to talk about for today. We've got to wait and see what tomorrow brings. But I do doubt that I will do any filming tomorrow if I start another vlog. Because at the moment I am keeping up with them kind of weekly. So I may start another week vlog on Tuesday and just give Monday as a bit of a break with starting a new job, with calling people about wanting a house. Hello, puppy. Hello. Hello, my boy. You come to sign off the video? Say goodbye. Say goodbye then. There we go. That was my vlog of daily life updates. Until next week, which starts tomorrow. Time to say goodbye.